Hi, my name is Andrea DuPont, and my final project was on self-publishing as a computing innovation. This was the topic that was given to me. This is my website that I created. This is the cover page of my website, and I created the background and this little icon here, as well as the banners on the different pages with Pixlr, which is a picture app that allowed me to create this and has multiple tools that I used in order to do this. For this picture here, I created this using multiple images that I found on Google Images, and I used the transparency tool of Pixlr in order to create this so I could have this effect where it just looked like it was this icon, and you could see the background beyond that. The background I also used using layers, and like I said, for my banners, I used this using layers as well because I was able to put my icon on my banner, and so using the layers allowed me to do that on Pixlr, which made for a great banner for my website. I programmed HTML. What I used was this website that was given to us on Sakai, and I created all of these different HTMLs and links that all went into my website and how I created HTML. So I'll just go to my main page here, which is my my index HTML. And this is my cover page. And so how I created this HTML was I put in this code that the computer recognizes, which is this, I put in doc type HTML, and then other ways were, and then how I use C. I put this HTML on every single web page that I had. So all the web pages would be this, my data HTML, which would be my relationships to data tab right here. And then I programmed CSS by using this. I created this style, CSS here, which I embedded into my different web pages in this type of code here. So it allowed me to create this kind of style where I wanted to put in the different web pages, and I used it for this table here on the reference pages. I created this table that allowed me to kind of put my references in a table in an order, which made it organized, easy to read, easy to click on to see the references that I used. So that's how I programmed HTML and CSS into my website. So to go over my website and my questions, I had self-publishing, like I said before, and self-publishing has really allowed publishers to express themselves in ways that they weren't allowed to before, and using it as a computing innovation really allowed them to have a lot of freedom, a lot of saved money, and it was less complex for these publishers to publish their work without the need of an established publisher. So to go to my purpose page here, the purpose of self-publishing really just made it a lot easier, especially when technology was more advanced. It helped a lot with publishers in so many different ways. And when you think of a self-publisher, I think it's very easy for a lot of people to think of someone who publishes books, but there's also a lot of different type of self-publishers, people who can publish books, publish videos, publish websites, and I don't think that a lot of people really think of this aspect of self-publishing a lot, but that's why it allows them to be so creative, because they don't need an established publisher in order to find their creative side. So anyone can really do it. You could use it as something, as a hobby or as a career, and technology really helps individuals do that. So for my effects and impacts, there are many benefits to the innovation as well as harmful effects, but I do believe that if you use it correctly, the benefits definitely outweigh the harmful effects. So like I've said before, the benefits are that people are allowed to express themselves in ways that they weren't able to before, because there were different blocks to that. So there would be either money issues maybe, or the complexity of it really didn't allow them to do that. So now that technology has been advanced, it makes it way easier for them to do this. And it allows them to express themselves and gives them a great deal of freedom. And it has helped many people with job interviews, or to create kind of videos to show in their job interviews, and or create websites that they put in their portfolios, and then they can show their the business in order to do a great job. And that's kind of what this video explains, is that people are allowed to now get more creative and have the freedom to do what they want with this. The harmful effects can be, I believe, lawsuits from plagiarized work, which could really affect the publisher and their life a great deal. But if they try to avoid this plagiarizing issue, then they won't have a lawsuit against them. So the impact of the innovation, letter C, has had on society, economy, and our culture. So like I said before, they kind of are allowed to express themselves, but their readers of their work, or the viewers of their work, are now able to view other people's creativity, or read their self-published novels and books, or the job interviewers, and are now able to see their portfolio and see what they've been doing. So this really helps society as a whole, not only as the publisher, but as other people who are viewing their work. Economy, because it's really helping people kind of land these jobs, or it's cheaper for people to publish their work, and more people are buying their work on ebooks or tablets, which really helps out. So another field, like I've said, that has been impacted a great deal from this innovation is definitely journalism, or authors of books, because they are allowed to publish these books. And this is what I was talking about before, how when you think of a self-publisher, the first person you think of is an author of a book. So they have definitely benefited a great deal from this, and they're able to publish their own books through ebooks, and so many different companies that allow them to do it. Which brings me to how a user interacts with the innovation. So there have been a lot of writers and authors who are able to use the different companies. I think one of them might be the Amazon, who they can publish their ebooks on, and then people with tablets are able to download these and buy them and read them. And so it's really awesome. So there's kind of what the author goes through. They go through the entire process of publishing their own work, but they have the freedom to choose the design, the format, the price, the distribution of their book, and it's not as complex. Like when you're dealing with a publisher, it takes a long time. Like the publisher has complete say over what they're publishing, like your work, so they can change anything they want. And it's more expensive. There are so many different ways the user can interact with this innovation. And this is the reasons why Jenna Moreci in her YouTube video she explains why she chose self-publishing over traditional publishing and how it has benefited her in many ways. Self-publishing technology and how it incorporates the internet to accomplish its purpose. It has used a lot of ebooks and print on demand, which has helped self-publishers a lot, and they've benefited from this. And a lot of readers who have tablets or Kindles, stuff like that, are able to download these books, buy these books and everything, which obviously the money goes right to the publisher, and this is another reason how they interact with it and how they benefit from it, because the publishing company isn't getting their money for their book or isn't getting a profit or percentage from their book. And then print on demand also has helped a great deal, and a lot of companies kind of allow this for super low cost. Just a little fun fact down here is that James Altucher published Choose Yourself, and he sold 44,294 copies in its first month, debuted at number 1 on Amazon's top nonfiction list, and is a Wall Street Journal bestseller. So this just goes to show you that self-publishing can really be beneficial to a lot of people. So not only the publisher, but there are so many people who have read his work and have probably benefited from it in many different ways. So self-publishing consumes data, produces data, and transforms data, and this can be done obviously because a lot of people are using this technology in order to kind of get ahead and use this as a benefit to themselves. And what they do is how I answered this question was that they're using these computers and these websites to create these books and to write these books. And so when using that computer, there's different codes in the computer that the publisher doesn't really know about, because this is what we learned earlier in the semester, is that the computer kind of uses this binary number system that allows it to recognize these codes and kind of like type these letters. And to you, they come out as letters, but to the computer, they are just these codes, and it's kind of like a robot. Like they don't know what is coming out. You know what's coming out, but the computer doesn't. And for, like I said, aforementioned, the websites that are being published, self-published, they're using different codes. Like, for example, the website that I'm using to publish I'm using these codes in order for the computer to understand what I'm trying to put as a visualization on my website. And also the video that I'm going to publish right now is also, the computer is using different codes in order to consume this data and then produce it, and then it transforms it into what I am trying to how I'm trying to get my point across. So for data security concerns related to self-publishing, published data is public at all times, which could kind of be a confidentiality and security issue, but the security issues definitely depend on the the company or the program that the self-publisher is using in order to publish their data. So it's kind of hard to say. It only really depends on what the self-publisher is using and how secure that program and that website is. So let's say Amazon is obviously great website, and it might be more secure than a lower status website that an individual used to create. So these are my references, and I was able to put the links here. They make them very clickable. If you just clicked on that first one, I used the Ahref and put the link in there in order for that to work. So that was great. But that's it. That's my website. Thank you.